Right now, Hollywood is bringing movie magic to Florida again, and we'll have the scoop on what to look for in the coming months. Also, Kim Kardashian's fairy tale suddenly comes to an end. The unexpected story of her filing for divorce. And later, what action the president is taking to ensure that the FDA prevents drug shortages. All this and more, 96 News starts right now. Happy Halloween, everyone. This is the week of October 31st, and you're watching 96 News. I'm Ryan Shea. Well, Legoland has been in the news a lot these past few weeks with many ups and downs, but local business owners have yet to see the boost from the new theme park. These business owners were expecting to see an increase in their business due to the amount of people expected to go through the park theme doors every day, but this is yet to happen. Legoland closes the park at 5 p.m., leaving visitors to find dinner and other forms of entertainment elsewhere. And right now, Sally Ibarra has the story of a giant Lego man found on a beach. Sally?
Thank you, Ryan. An 8-foot Lego man who washed ashore on Siesta Key Beach was found on Tuesday morning with an intriguing message: "No real than you are." Resident Jeff Hinman was walking the beach early Tuesday and saw the 100-pound fiberglass Lego man. He took a photo and then dragged it out of the water and stood it up. Tuesday, a spokeswoman for Legoland Florida said the Lego man is a counterfeit and is not endorsed by Legoland. Identical Lego men have also been found on beaches in Holland 2007 and England 2008. On the back of the Lego man's shirt is the name Eagle Leonard and the number 8. It is an unsolved mystery for what it stands for. Police removed the giant Lego in a truck at about 11 a.m. with plans to keep it for 90 days to see if anyone claims ownership. If nobody does, Hinman may put a claim and become owner. If so, he says he plans to put it on eBay. Reporting live for 96 News, I'm Sally Ibarra. Ryan, back to you.
Thanks, Sally. Well, as many of you may have heard, the shocking news came Monday morning of reality star Kim Kardashian's divorce. She and her basketball husband Kris Humphries have been making many more appearances alone, and apparently without their wedding rings on, as E! News reported early Monday afternoon. According to Ryan Seacrest, Kim was the one to file for the divorce, and Kris says he was blindsided by the filing, says he will do whatever it takes to make the marriage work. Well, now it's time for your weather report with 96 News' Victoria Garcia. Victoria, what is the scoop this week?
Well, this weekend we experienced heavy downpours due to a frontal boundary that has moved through our area and should be completely gone by Monday night. Other than that, we can expect little to no rain for the rest of the week. Moving on to Tuesday and Wednesday, highs will be in the mid-70s, even reaching low 50s. Thursday and Friday, it'll heat up just a little bit, so we can be experiencing highs in the high 70s, low 80s. At night, it should be consistently cool. And for your weekend, highs will continue to be in the mid-70s and lows in the low 60s. Don't forget the time changes this weekend, so put your clocks an hour back. For 96 News, I'm Victoria Garcia.
Thanks, Victoria. Well, while the weather may not be so bad here in the Sunshine State, people in the Northeast are experiencing the snow in what they are now calling Snowtober. Jonathan Goodfellow has the story of what's the latest happening up north. Jonathan?
Thanks, Ryan. An early snowstorm knocked out power to more than 3 million homes and businesses across the Northeast on Sunday. In some areas, it reached up to 2 feet of snow, even topping 27 inches in Plainfield, Massachusetts. The snow was severely damaging as trees were still laden with leaves, catching more snow and overloading branches, which snapped, damaging power lines, cars, and even houses. The storm was also to blame for at least 11 deaths. States of emergency were declared in Connecticut, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and parts of New York. More than 800,000 people were without electricity in Connecticut alone. Massachusetts and New Jersey each had more than 600,000, and many other states throughout the Northeast experienced power outages as well. Officials said it would take days to restore power, even though the snow had ended on Sunday. This is Jonathan Goodfellow reporting live for 96 News. Ryan, back to you.
Thanks, Jonathan. Well, a tragic crash Sunday evening, leaving one man in critical condition. Chandler Schofield of Lakeland was driving on Old Tampa Highway that evening when he lost control of his pickup truck. The truck spun out of control and landed on its roof at a church parking lot. Police are still trying to determine whether the man was under the influence at the time of his crash. A mother in Winter Haven being charged with neglect this evening. Police are saying that 29-year-old Kimberly Lightsey left her 4 children alone in a motel, with one of them having a serious medical condition. The investigation began just after midnight when another motel guest said that they heard a child crying. Lightsey eventually came back to the motel after a 3-hour search for her by police. One of the children, a 3-year-old, has epilepsy, cerebral palsy, and brain damage. Well, this past weekend was the Trunk or Treat Fall Festival at Southeastern. Johny Fernandez was there to get all the excitement. Johnny?
Thank you. I'm here on location at Southeastern's annual Fall Fest, where there's pumpkin carving, candy everywhere, and an excuse for people to come dressed up as their favorite character. Let's go see what the excitement is all about.
Chocolate! Cotton candy. Airheads!
Southeastern's anticipated Fall Fest did bring the Lakeland area together, reaching out not only to the community, but also celebrating the fall festivities.
People seem like they're appreciating it, and it does give us Southeastern kind of a chance to not only like fully integrate faith, but gives us a chance to let them know, hey, we're here for you and we actually care.
Many parents are grateful for this event because it provided a safe alternative way for trick-or-treating and fun for the whole family.
That it's closed in it makes it a lot safer. We don't have to worry about our kids getting hit by cars, and it's more contained, which is nice.
This year, Southeastern partnered up with Oasis Community Church to bring the theme Trunk or Treat TV Land, benefiting the church, students, and the Lakeland community.
So why don't we tackle a ministry together? Because as the body of Christ, we need to unite the body and reach out and do things. So we thought, let's reach the community that's around Southeastern, the community around our church, and together go out there and create something for the Lakeland community that's in need and the Lakeland community who just doesn't know Christ.
Activities included pumpkin bowling, face painting, and trunk or treating.
I like watching all the little kids walk down the little runway and showing off their costumes.
Costumes included well-known television characters.
I'm Tigger. Woohoo! This is Piglet.
You gotta get my partner, Flo. Robin!
The night ended with the most creative trunk competition.
I have to say, the swamp people are awesome.
I've been looking for gators all night.
The community and students hope that this continues to be a tradition that lives long forever. Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah!
I'm Johny Fernandez reporting live for 96 News. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Johnny. Well, another movie is going to be filmed in Tampa following the filming of Dolphin Tale. Award-winning director Lori Collier, who put out the movie Sherry Baby, will be filming in Clearwater in mid-November. Her film is about a couple living in Florida in near poverty. The film is going to be called Sunshine Junior. Well, members of the Delta Sigma Theta have something to be worried about this evening. Middle-aged members of the Black sorority in the Dallas chapter have gone into hiding. 4 women attacked linked to the sorority have told that a man broke into their homes, sexually assaulted them. Police are saying that these attacks have been going on since November of 2010, and the attacker did know personal information of each of his victims, but police are not saying at this time as to what he knew. Well, now it's time for your sports update with Matthew Hull. Matthew?
This past week in sports was a busy one. In one of the most exciting World Series in recent memory, the St. Louis Cardinals defeated the Texas Rangers 6-2 in Game 7 to propel them to their 11th World Series title. Also, the NBA lockout talks broke off Friday between the players and owners. Commissioner David Stern has now canceled all games through November. From the NFL, more disappointment for Indianapolis Colts fans as they watch their team lose again on Sunday. They are now 0-8 to start the season. College football, however, has a new career passing touchdown record holder. University of Houston quarterback Case Keenum threw for 9 touchdowns in Thursday night's game against Rice University. He now has 139 career passing touchdowns, breaking the old record of 134. And this Saturday has one of the biggest college football games of the year. Number 2 Alabama will face number 1 ranked LSU. And if there is one game to watch this weekend, it's this one. With this week's sports report, I'm Matthew Hull.
Thanks, Matt. Well, Herman Cain saying that he is being wrongfully accused. The presidential candidate is fighting back, saying that the accusations against him back in the 90s about sexual harassment are false. Cain told Fox News that the investigations into any claims against him were baseless. Well, drug shortages may be stopped with help by the president. Patients' recent deaths have been blamed on the shortage of drugs heavily used by emergency rooms and doctors. Hospitals have had to buy from secondary suppliers, which has had outrageous prices. Many surgeries and procedures have been delayed. The president is ordering the FDA to take certain steps to stop the shortages, and a new rule would cause drug makers to notify the FDA at least 6 months ahead of a potential shortage in order to come up with a backup plan. Well, that's all the time we have left here for today, but keep it on 96 News for the latest in breaking news, weather, and sports. I'm Ryan Shea. Have a great week, everyone.